Hey, what's up guys? DRC3 here, back with another My Hero Ultra Impact video, and today we have some huge news thanks to Air Impact over on the Ultra Impact Discord server. And so first off, he starts by saying, this anniversary will be pure fire. Stay tuned for the producer letter. So if you don't know already, or you're new to the game, or new to the gacha scene, there is a first anniversary coming up for My Hero Ultra Impact, and this is a first anniversary for JP, not for Global, keep that in mind, but Global gets to be part of the celebration. And so they are releasing two new UR characters, both being presumably these Fantasy Bakugo and Deku characters. Okay, so with those two new characters that are coming out, we've got some news. Okay, and that news has actually been recently deleted by Air Impact, and he says deleted. Who read this read it, basically, and those who didn't and I was like, oh well, that kind of sucks for anyone who didn't get the chance to read it or didn't see it. And so I was like, all right, I wasn't originally going to do a video on this, but I guess I'll do a video on it, because he only shared really one little piece of information from the producer letter. But that piece of information is really, really big and really important, and the rest of the information he didn't want to spoil, so we'll find out with the producer letter. But I'm going to share with you guys what that piece of information was in case you did not get a chance to read it. Okay, so I have a snippet here, or a snipping of what he originally said. It might be a little blurry because I had to zoom in on it, you know, it can only be so big. Alright, so it says, this was his original post. I won't ruin the surprise to anyone. Just one thing. First Impact Fest. UR characters and memories drop rates times 1.5 more than usual. See you tomorrow, okay? Times 1.5. That is huge. That is really, really good. That means we're going to have increased rates on this upcoming banner for both the characters and the memories. This is like, I think this is the first time My Hero Ultra Impact has ever done this, so this is going to be really nice. Okay, I could be wrong. There might have been a banner before, but to my knowledge, I think this is the first time they're increasing it this much by 1.5, and I think that is because of the first anniversary. Okay, so to do the math for you guys a little bit, normally drop rates are about 2%. You have a 2% of pulling the featured character or memory. With the times 1.5, that brings it up to roughly 3%. So we're going from a 2% drop rate to a 3% drop rate, and I know that doesn't seem like much, but that is a whole percent more chance of pulling the characters you want or the memories you want, and that is actually very good for a gacha game in the long run. Okay, and then something else that's mentioned in this post by Air Impact that you might miss, that you might not understand, you just kind of read it and you're like, okay, and you don't really think about it, but this is the first Impact Fest. Okay, Impact Fest. That means more than likely that these characters, the featured Deku, the future Bakugo, and whatever memories come out with this Impact Fest, are going to be special units that can only be pulled on this banner for a limited time. And that doesn't mean they're gone in the game forever, okay? But it means they will not go into the general pool of characters, and you will have to wait for another Impact Fest, because it seems like they're introducing this new thing called Impact Fest, which will come along later in the game to be able to pull these characters again. So you can't always pull them right away. They're not going to go into the general pool. So normally, like for example with the past Jiro banner, if you didn't pull Jiro, on the next banner you have a chance of pulling her on whatever the next featured character is, because she's in the general pool. But that is presumably not how it's going to work with these characters, so that's what it means for the first Impact Fest. So that may sound bad, it may sound good to some of you, it just depends on where you're at. For players like me who have been playing the game since it launched on Global, and for players who have time invested in this game, that is probably a good thing, because it makes you feel like there's more value to pulling during this summon, because if you don't pull now, you're not going to necessarily be able to immediately pull them on the next banner. You're going to have to wait, okay? So the people who pull now get the privilege of using these characters and kind of flexing these characters on other people, whereas the people who do not pull or aren't lucky enough to get the character, unfortunately, will not be able to get them for a while, and they're going to have to wait and just kind of look at what they could have had and be sad. But that is a good thing, because basically it gives more value to the game, more value to the characters, and it's going to make people want to summon for the characters. Now, regardless of whether you are hyped, I'll flip back here, for these 2 new characters, okay, or you're not, because I know some people, and I've done a video on this previously, are not exactly super excited for Fantasy, Deku, and Bakugo. You have to admit that since they're increasing the rates, and you have a higher chance to pull them, and it is an impact fest where it's rare to pull them, they do have quite a bit of value. And who knows, like I've said before, we could end up with an S tier, the best Deku in the game, hopefully. That's what I am deeply hoping for. I said that in my previous videos, you know, everybody's depressed about these units, but I am happy with them. I would just be happy for a good Deku. I'd be really happy for it. And once again, I just want to reiterate, this celebration is for Japan's first anniversary, okay? We are just taking part in it. This is not our anniversary for global. So when they do the global first anniversary, they might do characters that are more tailored towards what we like and what we want. So keep that in mind. It has only been a few months since the game came out for us. So they are focusing on Japan right now, and we get to be part of it. That's what's really nice, because there's no discrepancy between the versions. Make sure you guys check out the producer letter. I will do a video on the producer letter when that comes out, so be watching out for that video if you aren't in the Ultra Impact Discord or you don't check it out in game. Okay, and yeah, I think that's pretty much all the information. You guys are up to date on the anniversary. It's time to get excited. It's actually very cool. I'm excited to see when Air Impact says pure fire, guys. I believe him. He hasn't been wrong about anything so far. Everything he's posted has been correct. So that makes me so much more excited for this. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Thank you for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. Peace.